Hello, witch folk. Welcome to our coven.
We are angels on broomsticks. We're a mother-daughter duo.
And we love the makeup.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Evangeline. We are back after a long time away.
Just a summer vacation.
Yeah, let's pretend that's what it was. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
And today we're going to do a Witches, Bitches, Martinis, and Makeup.
A Barbarol spritz.
A Barbarol spritz. What, Aperol spritz?
And we're toasting to
Barbie. So we saw the Barbie movie, and we're going to chat about it. We're going to do Barbie-esque makeup looks, just add some pinks in the mix, and yeah. We hope you've seen it. If not, we won't spoil. We won't spoil the ending.
There's nothing to spoil.
Well, the ending, I feel.
Okay.
But we'll talk about some plot points, but more just like Barbie and the movie as a concept and a release and all that, and yeah, it was really
You're going
fun.
to talk about something interesting, too, about mythology. And
and the Barbie.
But we'll start with our base.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I've gotten such a summer base that I use all the time. And I got to tell you, it's been the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation. I was going on about the Estee Lauder Double Wear for a while for the summer. But this, I love it. It actually looks like skin.
Skin. It always looks like skin.
No,
I'm
not
Auric
always.
girl now, and the NARS, which is my favorite, ultimately.
Duo?
Not duo, but this is my favorite
Foundation
for sure.
Yeah, it was just such a fun movie. One, to watch visually. Just like all the makeup, the costumes, the sets in particular. And like I wasn't a huge Margot Robbie fan. Like I wasn't not a fan. But after seeing this, I love her.
I love her.
It's
I've always
so good.
loved her. And Ryan Gosling. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It was so funny.
Everything about it was great, in my opinion. I didn't go in expecting much, like a lot of people keep saying wasn't what I expected. And it really wasn't. But it was so profound.
Yeah, it's very existential.
Yeah.
Because, they say this in the trailer. Barbie is living in her Barbie world. And then she has this thought about death. And she's like, we're gonna die. And anyway, this thought sort of like brings her on this journey to the human world where life isn't so perfect or fantastic, but is made of plastic. But basically like the human world where she sort of becomes very aware of herself as a woman in particular, and like that her first experience, she's rollerblading on the beach, and anyway, the men are looking at her, catcalling her, and she's so confused because in Barbie land, women rule the world, and there isn't this like objectification of women. Anyway, she goes on this journey. If you've seen the movie, you know I won't spoil the details, but it is like this journey of self-discovery. Mm-hmm. And it's a very like, mocking of our patriarchy, and it's just really fun tongue-in-cheek approach to it. And anyway, before I saw the movie, I heard so many people the men's who don't like it. They're like, it's an attack on men.
Yeah, and even just last night I went on my Facebook and I saw some guy who shall remain nameless. I would never go see the Barbie movie. And this guy's over 60. Good, don't go see it. We don't give a shit about your freaking misogyny. I don't go, my Facebook status isn't I'm not going to go see whatever fucking movie you like, whatever that is.
Like
Star
basically
Wars.
The Godfather.
Yeah. I would see The Godfather though, but I would not
yeah.
see Star Wars. But I don't go around saying, I'm not going to Star Wars.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen it, then you don't know. I think there should be on like dating app profiles, like the question, did you like the Barbie movie?
Yeah.
And if they say no, you can weed out like men.
For me, that would be it, because she found a TikTok.
Yeah.
Can you describe it? It was so cute. It was this young guy saying the group chat that his dad wrote about the movie Barbie.
Yeah, he basically went on this whole little rant about how it's going to change the world. The world will be A, B, and BB after Barbie, before Barbie. And it's such a cultural phenomenon. He compared it to some specific movies, I think. But, like, it is such a self-aware movie and really reflective of our times. And it was so cute. He's like, I'm going to see this movie again. I can't wait. And it is one of those movies where you just keep thinking about it. Like, after the theater, I was like, I almost felt like tired in a weird way, like of like a cathartic tiredness. But I also held my crying in the movie theater. But it felt very like you went on a journey kind of thing.
I cried. I just let myself, because I was alone.
Yeah.
And it was a noontime in the middle of some strange mall. And I didn't know anybody. And I wasn't dressed up. And I just cried.
It's so cute how also like so many people dress up. You go to the theater and like all these, or you pass the theater and you see all these women in pink, and it's just like,
it's adorable.
It's just so cute.
It says something to me.
Mm-hmm. And then I saw this other TikTok. These 3 girls who had just, I think, seen the Barbie movie. They were all dressed up in pink, standing outside the theater, and it's like I think a live photo, so then you can get a video from it. Anyway, they're like taking a photo in front of the poster, and you hear these guys pass by honking, saying shit like, "You're ugly," and it just felt so metaphorical.
What?
Yeah, these 3 young girls just posing, and then you hear these guys yelling. Ugh. And that is what the Barbie movie's about, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. Luckily, everyone's so supportive in TikTok land, mostly. In my TikTok land, you know,
I don't
like,
go
you
on
guys
TikTok.
are so beautiful. Da, da, da.
I'm not on TikTok. I don't understand it.
It's addictive. I haven't been on many social medias as much, like Instagram and stuff. I've been on TikTok land. Anyway, mythological wise, there is this myth, Mesopotamian myth of Inanna. It's similar to the myth of Persephone. Basically, she's a Sumerian goddess who wants to see her sister in the underworld, who's the ruler of the underworld, and it's all about her journey down from, you know, the upper world down to the underworld, and she goes through several phases, like 7 doors or something. She has to shed something each time, and it's her journey through the underworld and then back up. There's a lot more to it, and it's a really beautiful myth, but many people have been comparing Barbie to the myth of Inanna, and this idea of delving into the underworld and coming back out, and like what you lose and learn along the way, and this sort of like experience we all go through as humans when we go through something dark or important in our lives, and it being this quest through something and then back out to a certain level of like enlightenment. But you had to go through the hard stuff to get there.
And it's a well-worn path.
Yes. And that especially many women have traveled down. So I encourage you to look at the myth of Inanna. It is similar to Persephone. And yeah, once you see that, you can't unsee it from the Barbie movie. And yeah, again, just showing how like important and interesting the movie is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to go like take my makeup inspo from the Barbie of my year.
Oh.
Barbie's born in 1959.
Okay.
I'm born in 1963. And I think she still has that makeup where it's that thick black liner and then blue. But I'm not going to I'm going to do it wearable modern. Once Barbie started opening her mouth, she had that little pooty mouth, and she could have looked 45. She could have I think is she supposed to be a teenager when she's born in 1959?
I feel like no, she does not look.
No, she looks 45.
Yeah, which I like that.
Yeah.
Because the beginning, this is also in one of the trailers, but it's like girls for the longest time played with baby dolls, and it's like sort of they played at motherhood. And then Barbie was one of the first like, popularized dolls that was an adult doll. And sure, you want to bring up like the body image thing. I sometimes find it frustrating when people kind of blame Barbie for like all self-esteem issues of many generations. I'm like, you think this is all on Barbie?
It's really also, her breasts are so big. No, they're not. It's her waist that's so small.
Yeah.
And so what?
Yeah.
It's a doll.
Yeah. It's just like, don't blame Barbie for a hugely systemic problem. And anyway, Barbie is everything. That's the cool thing about her. There's so many reiterations of the Barbie.
Now, I didn't have a Barbie. I didn't get Barbies, but because my sisters had them. So I kind of got, as a child, I got put in a box where, and I did. I liked my little stuffed animals, and I played with those. But I did want Barbies.
Yeah.
So I played with their Barbies, kind of. But there were some dolls in the basement where I live. And I did what those little girls did. I threw them. I whipped them across the basement floor.
Yeah.
Oh, especially
That's
this
so
one.
funny. Just a particular. Did you
so
not like them or
Ugly.
or what?
No,
You
it's triggering.
Yeah.
She had curly blonde hair. There used to be this sort of poem about a little girl with curly blonde hair and a curl in the middle of her forehead, and that was that doll. And I fucking hated that bitch. I'm surprised it lasted. It wasn't made out of like clay or anything. It was probably that kind of plastic that didn't break back in the day. Made in Japan, all the toys were back then.
Oh.
Now if something is made in Japan, it's like, wow.
It's exquisite.
Yeah.
Well, she spoiled me with Barbies. I had so
because I wanted them.
Yeah.
So I loved them.
Yes. I wish we had taken better care of.
Yeah, Eni.
I was a child.
Yeah, Eni. So, I got her this one. I went to London, England, and that toy store, what's it called? I don't know what it's called, but it's like an iconic toy store. And I got you Nutcracker Barbie because it was close to your birthday.
I kind of remember.
And she was
this.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And did she not come out of the box and just go live her life and become weird Barbie? Yeah, she did.
Well, you should have kept her in the box then. But isn't that the whole story? Get Barbie out of the box.
Yeah, it is, but not Nutcracker Barbie.
You should have bought two. One for preserving.
Yeah, it was expensive back then. It was like, at the time, it was like 75 pounds.
That's a lot. That's like a $200
I told
Barbie.
you.
Well, I was a child. But everyone did have that weird Barbie. I remember like when I made, so in the movie, if you haven't seen it, sorry, what's the actress's name again who plays Weird Barbie? She's in SNL and stuff.
Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, so she plays this weird Barbie, which represents, the Barbie we all had where we decided to cut her hair and draw on her. Like, I'm going to give her a new makeup look. I remember my intent with those kinds of Barbies was never, like, to make them look insane. It was actually me thinking I could give them a makeover and make them look different. But, of course, when you cut their hair, it just looks, like, insane. It just doesn't stay. But I always thought, like, oh, I'll make her look cool. And then it looks insane.
Yeah, because the hair is just made out of this, like,
yeah,
straight. Terrible. Terrible idea, Mattel.
They always lose their shoes and they're like shoeless and they all have weird outfits blended. I think we counted, like I had 35 at one point or something.
You did?
I recall counting, like around the time we gave them away, because we gave them to this girl who lived nearby.
Who I still see.
Yeah, her and her mother.
Yeah, her and her mother.
They walk around our old neighborhood all the time.
They're still great. They loved it because she was so small. She was a few years younger than you, and they were just thrilled. Because not only did she get the Barbie, she got the Bratz.
Oh, and the Bratz. Wow.
Those dolls, iconic.
I'm hot. Holy moly.
So I made a wing with like just this endless, not the endless cacao, but it's from Makeup Forever. Like a coal, like a black coal. So I'm going to go with my Makeup by Mario, which has been my staple for the summer to create shapes. Just to set it with the darkest color. This is not black, but it's dark brown, I think.
Oh, yeah. It's not like a harsh black. It's a warm black.
Yeah, so I'm going to just set it. Set what I did, and because I want to go out, we're going to go out to the world, so we don't want to look like crazy. I
broke my no by with the Patrick Ta. I love these blushes with She's Wanted. I was lusting after this shade for a long time. Look.
Oh!
Yeah.
I wanted that too!
Yeah, it was out of stock at Sephora. And this is my type of shade. And I did the Patrick Ta method where he formulated this so that you could do powder and then the cream on top. So I did do that.
And is it amazing?
Yeah, I love this shade, and I just love that formula. I'm going to go in with a white pencil at sort of certain points of my eye that I want to bring forward and keep kind of matte. Sometimes I do this weird shape, areas to brighten.
Okay, I'm going to use my blue, and I brought out, remember guys, this? The BH Cosmetics Ice Cream Shop Sweet Shop. So I got the bubblegum one, and it's got the most beautiful blues. So I'm going to do that.
Now, if you haven't seen the Barbie movie yet, you probably have seen Talk of America Ferrera's speech in it. Before I saw the movie, I saw that speech and read it. And that's a speech that gets everybody in tears, I think. It really hits home.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, like, being a woman and just all the things you have to be and you try and be and the guilt involved and just all the stuff. And there was also this line, like, about you kind of have to, this pressure of, like, when you do something, you have to be extraordinary. In a workplace, it's like you always have to be proving yourself. And then, meanwhile, you have to be balancing so many other things.
It's never enough.
No, it never is. And I swear, like, I've noticed in workplaces as a woman, like, how much harder I have to work compared to a man. Like, even my work this summer, people being paid under the same grant program as me, there's these boys, and they just sat there, like, the whole time.
There was a girl in my high school. She was really brilliant, and I'm going to give a shout out to her name. Her name is Carol Critchlow. And in her high school yearbook, she wrote, "A woman has to work twice as hard to be thought of as half as good as a man." Something like that. And it's so true.
100%. 100%. And when you mess up, or when you either make a mistake, which people do, or you don't do your most best work, it's like, then it's like because you're a woman, not because you're just a human being. Or it's like, yeah.
I even thought in the movie profoundly, because America Ferrera has a daughter in it who comes, she's in there, but she said, she even calls out misogyny as in men hate women and women hate women.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's really depressing.
I saw stuff about, like, many people, I think around my age, younger millennials, like, going into the workplace sort of thinking that those girl bosses would be, their teammates and stuff, but often finding, because these women had to work so hard and, like, become something to get where they are, that they were often, like, total opposite. Totally unsupportive, competitive, and not being there for the fellow other ladies. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm using the Hindash palette. Bit of the whites, bit of the pinks, but then I think I'm going to go in a bit with your Barbie ColourPop Malibu with some of the pinks here. Barbie also gives me, this movie, a little bit of those vibes of Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
And, like, you can wear pink and you can be badass.
Pink is a power color.
Yeah.
I think we should make that a thing. Because men who wear pink are hot. Bear in mind also, like, Will Ferrell plays the Mattel executive, and he's in the pink tie.
Oh yeah, and they're surrounding a table that's heart-shaped, which is funny. There's like a sort of soft, barely shimmer in this vintage doll. I remember having this Barbie that we did kind of preserve that was a bridal Barbie. Blonde.
That was like a vintage Barbie, like a fake vintage Barbie I got at the,
Vintage?
No, it was like they brought it back.
Oh, okay.
What do you call it when they bring
Did we throw her out in the move? Like,
oh, I'm sure.
Maddox?
You gave all your fucking Barbies away.
That one was in a special curated place that remained with you when I moved out, so.
Oh, it was with all those dolls that you guys thought were creepy in that curio cabinet.
Yeah, well, they did sit there in a curio cabinet. So
Well,
I would have thought she stayed around. No, we all did this thing when we moved out of our childhood home.
we were like,
we were done with it. We had a
it.
dumpster out front, and there's so many things I threw away. I'm like, why did I do that?
I'm mad too, but like you can't keep it all.
Yeah. Well, then it's hard to know what you should and shouldn't keep. Okay. I'm keeping this soft because I'm going to be doing a bold pink lip. So I don't want to go too intense with the pink on the eyes.
I do want to put on mascara.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
I'm essentially ready. I just kind of want to darken the lash line a little bit. With my KJH brush. So I feel like I want to put on some romantic lashes.
Oh, I know what I missed to do. Just a little... This is a good eyeliner, this one that came out from Urban Decay.
Yeah, you love that one.
Yeah. I have this in white and black. It does a good flick for a mature eye.
I'm doing like a mini powdered wing. I feel like I'll put a bit of that shimmer under. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Okay.
Okay.
Boofy,
We can do mascara. I'm going to do that same tiny little wing. You can probably barely see it. On the other side. And lashes. And I'm excited for lips. Okay, we are back. Lashes on. I forgot to put highlighter on, so I want to show you. This is very old. This is the Becca Ocean Jewels highlighter palette. And there's a pink in it, which is really pretty. Do you want it? I don't know. There's a blue.
I'll take a pink.
I'm going to put it on my cheekbone.
Which is it? This one?
The pink? Yeah. With
Oh,
highlighter?
it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's like not overly pink. Like, you know, when it's like, oh God, I can't wear this.
I love it. Okay, lips.
Really nice. Okay, lips. You gave me this. It's the Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Cactus Flower.
I'm doing Velvet Carnival.
Lisa Eldridge.
But I got a liner from Melt, like a pink one.
Oh, nice. I always didn't like these pinks on me, but something about this one. I put it on the other day. I took a risk and I love it. Look how vivid. Ooh.
Tickles your lips, doesn't it?
No, you're all weird about this formula.
It's the doe foot.
It's very interesting formula. It lasts really well though. It's a cream to powder. Isn't that odd?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty. I'm going to wear that tomorrow.
Yeah, because you accidentally got two for some reason. I find you kind of have to build up this formula. Like, it takes a while to get it on, but once it's on, like, it's on. Anything else, Barbie? Barbie?
I want to buy a Barbie. Weird Barbie is available on
For
pre-order. But I really want the Barbies that are the Day of the Dead Barbies.
Yeah, those ones are so cool.
Some of them are on Amazon. They're expensive. Okay, that's my look. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Pablo. Barbies in our day dated G.I. Joe, though. They didn't date Ken.
Was that just like a myth made by...
No, they did date G.I. Joe.
Okay.
That's all you had. You didn't have... Nobody had a Ken.
Well, when did Ken come to town?
He probably came, but nobody bought him.
Yeah.
If you had a brother, he had a G.I. Joe, so...
Well, that was the thing they were saying, the metallic. Ken, like, never sold as much as Barbie. And we didn't have a Ken. 35 Barbies, no Ken.
You had no Ken.
I think with my brats, I had, like, 2 guys, and I made them have sex.
I don't think you had a guy, Brat. Are you sure?
I did, unless it was
no,
my
everyone
friends.
scissored.
Yeah.
That's why Weird Barbies has the splits.
Okay, this is a little crooked. The edges are whatever. It's a beautiful color. I'll touch it up later. These are the finished looks. Barbie inspired, Barbie pinks, Barbie blues. Lisa Eldridge makeup was used in that movie. A lot of her lip
that's true.
colors. Velvet ribbon, the red, my favorite.
But what about this one?
Carnival?
Velvet Carnival.
I feel like it must have been. I know the velvet blush or petal was used. Or the lighter pinks.
Go Lisa.
Did Lisa do the makeup? Was she the makeup artist? I'm sure they needed more.
I think she did Dua Lipa's makeup or something.
Yeah, she seems to be Dua Lipa's makeup artist.
So I don't think she did it for the film. That would have been an all-day job.
Yeah, she does more stuff than just film makeup.
Yeah. So
Anyway, let us know, guys, if you've watched the Barbie movie.
have you seen Oppenheimer as well?
Yeah, that's on my list, but it's a commitment. It's like 3 hours.
I'm going to write on my Facebook status, I'm not going to see Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Oh, I know another thing I want to say was how, and it's sort of in that speech, and I mentioned it about like this idea of having to be exceptional. Anyway, like women in film, especially directors and stuff, have really had to fight for this place. And it's often like most of their work is only considered high art when it's something like a war movie or that kind of thing is when they get
like
that
Hurt Locker.
critical praise because
yeah.
it's like in this zone of the man, and like that is a problem we need to address. And why wouldn't a movie like Barbie, what is it that makes it not
What is
high
it that
art?
makes things feminine wrong? Like the color pink, makeup, fun, like cooking,
all these things.
like freaking The Bear. Have you seen The Bear? That's cooking, and that's an amazing boy show.
Oh, that was actually in what I saw about that, sort of like how, why is it cooking, which is like historically this woman's thing, but the most executive chefs are always men. It's like when you have to make it this certain way that it becomes this high art praise, but why isn't it like grandma's cooking, essentially like that elevated same level, you know, when it's often even better.
Yeah,
you know?
You tell me.
Anyway, something to think about. See the Barbie movie.
Yeah,
if you haven't, let us know what you thought in the comments down below.
See it, or if you don't want to see it, tell us, and I'll go see it for you.
Yeah. Every time someone says they don't want to see it, we'll see it again.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be in a rotation. And with my brother, your son. He saw it.
My brother and my son, saw it as well.
Yeah. He did the Oppenheimer duo.
He did Oppenheimer and then Barbie.
Yeah.
Like a good boy should.
Yeah, as they should. Okay, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Stay witchy, stay bitchy, stay Barbie. Have a good
Barbie.
week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, Barbie.
Bye.
Witch Barbie. I'm sure there's Witch Barbie. I'm going to look for it.